Hello there. What's going on, my friends? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Turgon the Wise coming at you with a new video today, and I apologize for the lengthy absence. I'll be honest, I've made a couple of videos over the last couple of weeks, and I just never posted them. And I deleted them because they're garbage to me if I don't post them. So at any rate, a lot has happened since my last video. So let's start with getting you caught up there. It is day 38. That is 5.5 weeks into the season. So last time I talked with you guys, I think was around week 3 or 4. I think it was 4, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was 3. We had just been completely kicked out of our kingdom, was disbanded. No cap, no lands, no tiles, no troops, no resources. Zeroed, flatline, dead. That was the situation that we were in. And since then, a lot has happened. We were pretty dead for a while, and the server was pretty boring, to be honest, for everyone. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Where is it? Yeah, I guess it was week 3. I did a little battle thing a couple of weeks ago, a pass battle on day 32, but that wasn't an update, so it doesn't count. So since week 3, we were zeroed. We had nothing. We had no lands. We were facing the Blue Kingdom, the dwarves up in the Iron Hills, Desal and Heon. We were facing Mordor, the Brown Kingdom in the south with fire and neon, and we were facing the crimson red color Angmar kingdom of Ailil and Noad. And there's also this other kingdom out here that's just hanging out, Dash and Rad. Um, so we were zeroed and we kind of just chilled for like a week, and we came to an agreement with the others. Erebor chose to become our partners. So now we are allied with the Erebor Kingdom, Desal and Heon. They've been great to work with, and fighting the other 4 kingdoms. Now, a couple of things about the agreement. The agreement was kind of agreed upon on like a Thursday, and one of the conditions of the agreement that we were negotiating for was 3 days to capture Ashen Plains, capture these passes, farm the tiles, move our bases, and get some stamina back so that then we could fight on relatively equal terms. The thing you need to keep in mind during this time is that these 2 areas up here were also belonging to Erebor. So Erebor was a little bit bigger looking than they are now. They had Elven King halls and they had Gundabad. So they had their 3 capitals. We had none. They have their 3. They have their 3, and these guys have 2. So uh, we did not get our 3 days, which would have started the fighting on Sunday. They gave us 24 hours, and the fighting started Friday night. And so, there's just in the spirit of fairness, there is imbalance when with that because. And by imbalance, I don't mean like from the server perspective. I mean like literally, we started the fight off balance because we weren't prepared to fight yet. But that's cool. Whatever. All in all, in the end, we managed to hold out until that Sunday when we felt like we were more prepared. Although it felt slower to get prepared because of that. But at any rate, people got moved. We got tiles, and the recurring theme throughout the season. I mean, even when we were facing all 6 teams, and still today, is just stamina, man. When you're facing an opponent that outnumbers you, stamina becomes your main limitation. So that's been fun to navigate. But it's been a lot of fun ever since the fighting did start, not this past Friday, but the Friday before that. So today is Monday. It means it's been 10 days since the fighting really started. So I guess it was the beginning of week 4. the fighting really began. And since then, these pins, I will just go over these pins because they're inconsequential. So I'll just show them to you. There's not really a whole lot going on down there. And then over here, there's some mix, I think probably just from snipers. That's what I'm going to guess. Sniping. People eagle sniping. And there's the big pin that's now currently at 13 million. This pin has been as high as 29.9 million. But it was only 29.9 million because it was combined with this one, which is 9.2. So 9.2, 13.0, that's 22.2. So if you look at those two pins combined, it's not too far from 29 million still. But when you look at them split up, 13 and 9.2 do seem like pretty unassuming numbers. And it looks like we're working to push them out and contain, um, which is cool. I'm just gonna go. I don't even care. Whatever. I'm gonna YOLO that crossing with my Eagle March because you only live once. At any rate, there was a time where this pass was neutral, and we raced Fire and Neon to it, and they were able to take it before our fortresses finished being built over here and over here on these springs. So they had the pass, but we had it kind of surrounded and we held it for a while and there was a lot of fighting and attacks and it was pretty intense. And then we launched some attacks on the pass. We brought it down, I think, a couple 100,000. And then sometime later we tried again and brought it down even more. And they had thought that we were done and won. And then we took it one morning. We took the pass. And then Ilil and Noad came down here and pushed us out. And we had to defend for a while, and we defended the pass pretty hard against all four teams right in here as best we could. But again, stamina really becomes a major limitation during these kind of encounters. So we did get pushed back, and then we tried to make another bid at getting the pass, getting the fortress and the pass back. But the, all four teams are here and are set up. So basically, you can see Ilil is like here. Noad is over here. They're just going up this line, and then Fire and Neon. So there's literally four full active fellowships working on this crossing. And they've been going in shifts, and this is really quite smart. I don't know if it's intentional on their side or if I'm just noticing things as they occur organically. But like the one kingdom will attack us, like Fire and Neon have here, and they'll push us, and we'll have to spend a whole bunch of stamina and troops to get them out. And then later, at some point, probably Ilil and Noad will come down and give it a go. And then will probably get pushed out of here at some point. They're making steady progress. Really, the big differentiator has been throughout all of that fighting. There was a point in time where DG was not taken, but DG was taken. I want to say like 3 or 4 days ago. I want to say it was like Thursday, last Thursday or Friday. They took this, and that has actually really been more. You feel the 6% buff from DG. It basically buffs like all your stats and stuff, like 6%, if I remember correctly. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Leave me a comment below. And that's what's going on. That's the server in a nutshell. It's just like a lot of fighting. Um, so yeah, let me. Oh, I drew. I survived. Yay. Let's take a look. Oh, Rick Frab. I always run into Rick Frab. This guy rips me to shreds on this account. It's actually not too bad. Okay, let's go to the leaderboard. We'll start with personal affluence. There's your personal affluence. I'm just going to scroll down to like 30 per usual. Yeah. And before I go to merit, I just want to show the disparity at a team level. So Fire and Noad at 3.9. We're somehow at 3.3. I don't really. I guess we just farmed more. And so our partner is at 2.3. Heon 2.4. Dash at 2.9. Desal 2.9. Rat at 3. YuDz at 3.3. Neon at 3.6. Ilil at 3.8. So a lot of good teams on this server. Um, Here is the merit leaderboard. Currently, the number one spot belongs to Lucy the Demon of Fire, who is a beast. I don't think that account ever sleeps, and it's very, very strong. Melky Cake is number two, top of the list from YuDz. Amazing, amazing, amazing player. Pong, happy birthday. You're coming in third right now at 4.9. Awesome. CLF coming in fourth at 4.6 million. CLF is nasty as well. All of these players are like, wow, like what a collection of players on the server. And then I'm coming in fifth at 4.5 million, and I had 2 million merit just last week, and I'm pretty proud of that. That's why I figured I would just throw that in there. And Jack Scally coming in sixth at 4.3. All these players, amazing, amazing players, amazing accounts, a lot of activity, smart, a lot of fun. Fellow also coming in at number 7, Vessi number 8, Lord Sauron number 9. And we have a member of NOAD who has cracked the top 10. Oops, my bad, bro. So that's your top 10, and I'll just scroll through some more. I actually did an analysis of this list of top 100 last night at Reset, and I want to share with you the results of that analysis in just a moment. There's my other account, Batukas, at 2.3 million. It's my OG. Batu is the man. Shout out to Batu. He's a great guy, really nice. And shout outs also to our friends over in Seoul. Sorry, I just zoned out reading stuff on the screen. 97, 98, 99, and 100. So shout outs to our teammates over in Seoul, who have been doing their best this season, and they've been really nice to work with. Pat Man has been cool, so enjoying that time with these guys, fighting along their side is always a pleasure. Here is the analysis. In the top 100, at the time of reset, YuDz had 43% of the players on the top 100 list. 16 were fires, 16 were noads, 7 for Ilil, and then 5 apiece for Desal, Heon, and Neon. And then Rad has 1, and I don't even know who T-Lo is, but they got 1. And when you look at the total merit for these players, I mean, this guy might be like 100 or there around, and he's at 2.2 million. So that's pretty. First off, let's just talk about that for a second. Let's come back over here and go to the leaderboard and go look at who's at the bottom and how much merit do they have. Because the range of the leaderboard is indicative of how much fighting is happening around the server. And that's what the game is about, my friends. It's all about fighting. So there's T-Lu. There's a couple people from T-Lu on there. 1.9 million. I mean, that's a pretty sizable amount of merit when the bottom of the top 100 is coming in at more than 2 million. And there's still plenty of time left in the season, so this number will continue to grow. Maybe we'll see it even approach 3 million by the time it's all said and done. I believe there's about 16 days left in this season. Server, that's my 5.5 week update. Here's the map. There's the action. Those are the pins. You saw the leaderboard. You saw the analysis and the stats. You've been caught up, and we'll do this all again at some point hopefully very soon. So Thank you all for taking the time to listen to me ramble on and on for the last 20 minutes. I wish you all well. Wish everyone luck for the rest of this server, and I hope everyone has a great week. Turgon the Wise signing off. Cheers.